In today's video, we are going to talk about my September net worth and how I did with my financial goals for the third quarter. Hello everyone, my name is Isabel and welcome back to my personal finance channel, Your Friendly Budgetarian. So for my student loans, first we'll tackle about my liabilities. And as you guys have known in my previous videos, is that I have finally paid off my last payment for the month of September. So I do not have any more remaining loans. Actually, I think the $2,400 should have been here. Oh yes. So yeah, there was remaining $2,400 student loans from August, but in September, the end of the month, it was zero. So basically the rest of these columns will be zero, and I'm really excited for that. Moving along with my total savings / investments. So for my checkings rollover, I only had about $312 left. I always have a goal of at least having $500 in my checkings account, but for the most part, every time I receive my paycheck, it always gets allocated to different money venues. So for my high yield savings account, I have $518.83. Towards the end of the third quarter, I'm still at 10.38%. My goal for the year is to have at least $5,000 in it. And I technically achieved this already, but the thing is I used up the $5,000 money towards paying off the last of my student loans. So that's why. High yield money market account, I haven't been putting anything in it. I don't know why. I probably should change this goal, but it's fine. For my brokerage accounts, I do have two. I do have the M1 Plus and then the Wealthfront. So the total for both of them is $4,968.16. I did not technically put in anything for the month of September, but it has been going down, unfortunately. I do have a goal of $7,000, and right now I'm basically at 71% towards the goal. For my crypto, I actually stopped putting in some money in it. I don't know if I needed to put some more, but we'll see. I don't know, maybe before the end of the year if my mind changes back again to just fulfilling my goal for the end of this year. But my goal was to have it at least at $500 balance, but right now it's not really going great, and I'm at 20% towards the goal for that crypto account. For my HSA, this one I have been slowly growing since I paid off my loans at the start of the month of September. So right now, I have met the goal already, because halfway towards the year I technically changed it to just doing the whole max contribution limit. So at first I thought I can just do the half, but now I'm at more than the half, so it's at 127% towards the goal. So that's that. And then last but not the least, with cash, I only have $11 left because we used some of it when we went on vacation, like my fiance and I. So total for my savings / investments is $8,228.20. My goal for the year is to have at least about a total of almost $20,000. But unfortunately, right now I'm only at 42%, which is definitely like way I'm not on time, that's for sure, because it's already like September. I mean, for the most part, like this is already the end of the third quarter and I'm only less than halfway there. So we'll see. I mean, again, this is really mostly dependent on the market, so we'll see how it goes for the last quarter of the year. All right, so next up I have my retirement accounts. So I have my Roth slash traditional IRA actually into brokerage accounts. I don't know if I'm gonna be putting them together in one, but for now I'm just gonna separate them. For the most part, even though I did technically put some money for the month of September, it still has decreased, and as you guys know, that is the problem right now with the market. Again, as I was putting in my goals from last year, for like December of last year, I was kind of being ambitious about it, not knowing like how the market will unfold. But obviously, I'm not right now way. I'm not definitely at goal. I'm at 57% because my goal was to have at least $25,000, but unfortunately I don't. So right now it's sitting at $14,259.76 for my IRA. As far as with my actual 401k at work, it has been also gradually decreasing. So as you can see, last month from August, I had 35,000, and then in September, this one, I've definitely been continuously putting some money in. In fact, I just recently maxed out not the contribution limits, but basically it's already more than 5% of my paycheck that I'm putting in, but it's still not growing, as you guys can see. So it's $33,782.04. I am 80.43% there, but it's still not enough. And as you guys can see, it has been at like 30,000 for like the past previous months. So there's definitely like slow growth in there. And if you guys are curious though, since I work in the government, I do put most of my funds in the C fund and S fund. Very, very minimal with the I fund, but I don't put in anything in the G fund, or I think the other one is the L fund. So it's really the C, S, and then I, but mostly in the C fund. So yeah, it's been low, but again, for people in the personal finance world, we're doing it. Most of us are probably doing it in the long game, and since I'm still young, I am 28 years old, so I do have a lot of time in my hands to grow my net worth, so I'm not bothered by it. I mean, I am from time to time, but most of the time I'm not. So yeah, again, right now it's sitting at 80.43%. I did not put the percentage here in the overall goals, but you guys can see it's 48,000 out of the $67,000 mark. All right, so last but not the least, now that you guys have seen all of my assets in my liabilities, my total assets is at $56,270, and my net worth is $56,270. And again, when we're trying to when we're trying to calculate our net worth, it's your assets minus your liabilities. And of course, since I don't have my student loans, which is the only liability I have besides our mortgage, but I'm not including our mortgage in here, so that's why this is the same number. So yeah, from here on out, hopefully, I don't know if I will be accruing debt once I start to purchase a new to me car, but we'll see. But for now, these numbers should be the same. Unfortunately, I only had about $1,172.58 net worth change from last month. And my year-to-date net worth change is $37,320.61. So I'm still definitely grateful that it's still a positive change for some of the people that I watch, who are in the personal finance era, is that some of their net worths have decreased. But since I paid off my loans for the start of September, it kind of counts onto that. And I put enough money in my retirement accounts that it still grew a little bit. But it's just kind of sad to see the trend though, because back in, when was this? July, there was a $10,000 increase. I know it did pay only $4,000 of money in there compared to July to August. But this one had more net worth change than this one right here. So, I mean, it is what it is, but you know. So right now, obviously, since my goal is to have at least a total of net worth of $100,000 for the end of this year, I'm at 56.27%, so at least more than halfway. And I know they say that your first $100,000 is always like the hardest. I would be honest though, if I were to include our mortgage, I would definitely probably be more than $100,000 net worth. But since I'm not including that into any of my, you know, my money or my finances right now, so I'm only this $100,000 net worth, I want to only include like the money for retirement and also like my savings and investment accounts. So I actually just realized one thing as well for my net worth is that I don't think I actually have been including maybe the last 3 months, which is kind of stupid of me per se. But now this is the whole picture, and this was starting in January of 2021. And I think January of 2021 is when I actually started calculating my net worth. I could look up some of the 2020, but that will probably be a harder one to calculate if anything. But yes, so I started at negative $73,000, and eventually after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So after 10 months, that is when I had finally a positive net worth back in October 2021, which is about a year from now. So just imagine how much can change in a year. So that's why I think it's important, if you are not doing your net worth monthly, probably do it at least every quarter, so that at least you can see some changes, and then you can reflect upon those changes and see basically reflect upon your behavior towards money, your personality or your feelings about money, if it's giving you a positive or negative impact, and if it's a negative, then how you're able to change that negative point of view towards money to a positive one. So I think it's not really just knowing the numbers per se, but also it's more on reflecting on how you're using your money in a more valuable way. So yeah, and I am definitely still grateful for the net worth that I have, for sure. And yeah, if you guys are interested to know more on how I do my finances, let me know in the comments as well if you guys are interested to obtain this spreadsheet, and I'll try to work it out or something. But yeah, if you guys have any further questions as well on how I do my finances, again, please like this video, click the subscribe button so that you guys are not missing out on any of my videos, and click the notification bell so that you guys will be notified as soon as I upload a new video. And so with that said, I hope that you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!